Hi, everyone. It's Ramon Scott joining you with the morning steam for Monday, August 28th. We won't have Mindy today. She's just a little under the weather. We knew she was going down for the count yesterday on the show, and we wanted to get the show, but we love you, Mindy, and hopefully she's not watching because this is going to be probably a disaster without her. But if she is, please get better, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Tomorrow we're dark here, but do want to get you a show. And we won't have Mindy's picks yet, but we will speak with her a little later. Maybe we'll get those consensus plays to you in the Discord. Hello, everybody. Hopefully, you'll stick around with me today for a little sports betting discussion. You'll get my picks. I'll give at least one pick out on every game. And well, if Mindy's seeing this a little later, why don't you put your comments in the chat and just wishing Mindy to get better because she's not feeling good today and she'll need that extra day too. That day off. So hopefully you guys can pull me through it and maybe we could just engage with the chat and get our discussions started there. And you guys can help me. There'll be no official consensus picks, but I think we can come up with something in the chat if we all agree. We'll try to point out, you know, uh, what we like in the chat. Thought about running the poll like they do across the street, but they've got that. And it looks really cool, but might be a little too hard for me. I can barely, you guys know, I can barely do this when we go on. How am I going to do it today without our Mindy? You guys will have to help me out. Let's say hello to some folks here today, and we'll also go over to Tony'sPicks.com. So, yeah, thank you, Ron. Hope you're doing better up there. And also to all of your neighbors, your neighbors too. It's not just you, is it your community, a small section? So, hope it all worked out for you guys up there. And also, thinking about folks in Florida right now. I don't think it doesn't feel like we have a lot of Florida in our chat, but definitely thinking about anyone down there as well. Uh, when the hurricane came through Southern California and up here, it kind of fizzled. Never want any terrible weather. It was kind of a running joke that it didn't materialize. It was still some pretty bad weather. Hello to Brent. Welcome. Jamar's here early today with my favorite emojis out there. Welcome, welcome. Thomas Lewis, always working it. Hey, I want to talk about some other sports too right now. It's a big day in betting, really. I know, watching right now, USA and Greece are starting to pull away again here by 12 points. They let Greece get to within 3 points. Thomas says, good morning, smash it, like it, please. Let's make this a good show. I hope no one tunes out because we don't have Mindy. We had another good day. We had a really good day yesterday. I'll show you guys in a moment. I think we went 4-1. So it was a good day for Team Steam. It was a good week for Team Steam, no doubt about it. So thank you, Brent, for your wishes for Mindy as well. Yeah. Oh, okay, Ron. Wow, it really, man, I just feel terrible for that community. You'd think, I know that, hey, we can't control some things, and people are probably working as hard as they can. I don't want to make it, uh, about the community itself. So, hello to Kay. Okay, Jared is down. Is Jared in Florida? Jared, you in Florida? Okay, hope everything works out down there. You guys at least had prep. I don't want to say, plenty of practice or whatever, but they know they are good enough. They're strong enough to handle it. That's why they can live there. Thank you to Scotch. Yes. And Ray, we'll remind everyone because people are going to tune in and wonder where's Mindy. So if I'm talking and someone says something in the chat, just tell them that she'll be here. We don't want anybody to go flipping out here. I'm on Team Mindy until Mindy kicks me off the team. You guys know that at this point. A blessing in disguise in my life. Without her, without Tony, without the GM, it would have been just like, uh, 3 or 4 years ago when I would do shows and nobody was watching, and I would just be talking to myself. You can find those on YouTube. Thanks, Butterscotch. And Yeah, and yeah, Brent, today's the day. If you guys want to ask me anything else, try to. Hey, Mindy will probably be mad because the show will probably end early, but I think she knows that it's just because there's only one of us talking. Big week college football, you guys. It's going to be awesome this week. Tony's going to start rolling out his videos. Mindy and I may have even did a few today. I don't know. We know. Look, when we were on the show yesterday, I mean, she's not gonna. I don't think she's ever said that on the air that she's not feeling great. We all have our ups and downs, don't we? And Mindy and I have shared back. It's not our good day or our bad day. We all do that with coworkers, and then you go out and brave it, and you guys don't. But she just told us flat out yesterday, didn't she? Good, Curvin. Good to see you. And all right, so we got a few people chatting with me here. Only 35. Feels like we got more than 50 or 60 usually. Yeah, can't wait, Thomas. College football this week, but I wanted to mention also tennis action today. We're going to be out, we're going to be out there before an hour and 45 minutes. I mean, I never keep Mindy that long, do I, guys? But with tennis today, it's going to be pretty fun. If you're a tennis bettor like I am, watching a lot of tennis from New York. This is it. I mean, this is Wimbledon. Okay, I get it. The French Open, they're all neat tournaments down under, but this is the one. This is in the U.S. I think this is the big one. I know Wimbledon's the big one, but for me, the fast game, man, the hard courts of tennis. So, hey, anybody watch Luka Doncic? He was crushing it. Looks like we got that winner in the Discord. I put the Discord in there. We're going to pass along more FIBA winners. One loss so far in FIBA. I want to say, I don't know, 4 wins in those Discord FIBAs and on here on the show. 2. I know, Brent. We do run it long. Oh, gosh. And boy, does she give me the business sometimes. But here I can just talk. You guys talk to me. Takia's here. Takia can help us out today if I mess up the rotation without Mindy today. So thank you to Takia. I even had a little error in there as we were going to get going. Butterscotch says about the NFL, when are we going to review? We'll go on Thursday with the Thursday night game and the Sunday early games, and then the Sunday late games are on Sunday. So that's the week we kind of run that. And we're going to whittle it down to like 15 games a day, probably, 10 college games and 5 baseball games. I feel like that's what she'll want to go for. Keith, hello. Everybody's rolling in now because they know I'm always stalling the show. Hey, we'll head on over to Tony'sPicks.com a little bit. Yeah, it would, Blake. I don't know. The video gets up and then Tony's bedtime a little bit. But he's watching sometimes, a lot of times actually, at our show, or goes back and watches it. So we'll shout him out, certainly, and he knows what's going on. The team knows what's going on. Frankie, hello. And yeah, Brent's excited. So, we had week 0. I get it. Like I said, week 0, if there's 7 games, that's week 0. If there's like 25 games, that's a full week. We did give out that Discord winner. I don't want to say it yet. There's still 5 minutes left, I think, in the game or so. But Georgia, Slovenia under. I think we can hang in there. Yeah, Luka was doing his thing. It's really funny when Luka's out there against the guy's not so good, if you will. And Luka really was kind of looking really good today. Serbia smashing Puerto Rico. Also, right now, I think that one was called. So Puerto Rico's actually come back a little bit. They were up by like 30. USA right now up by 14 with 4.5 to go or less here in the first half. They were favored pretty heavily in this one today. But if you're watching it right now, USA was favored by 23 points in today's game. And they're up 12 points here late in the first half. So I thought Greece might be able to hang in there. Let me give you a pick. We hit one yesterday. We hit one the day before, right? So let me give you one for the game coming up at the bottom of the hour. I like Spain to beat Brazil. I'm going to lay 10 points with Spain. And it seemed like when we were on the air. The last 2 days we gave up and they were winning as we get off the air, and then they went on to win. So let's do it again. Jared had UMass. I didn't think UMass could do anything against New Mexico State. Uh, Not that New Mexico State's any, but that's got to be a low point now for New Mexico State. Can't even hang in there. Boy, the scoring still came about. I will put an interesting statistic, if anybody saw it in the Discord, about the games, right? The games, remember, now the clock continues to run until the final 2 minutes of each half. The clock runs, when you get the first down now. So the 7 college football games this Saturday featured 5.4 less plays. Now that's a very small sample size, but so we'll see. Let's get a full week. There were 896 games played by D1 teams last season, and the game time was only cut down by 3 minutes. But I will say this: games. I know we watch those games later on the year. It seems like they're on for 4 hours sometimes, and I'm sure those will be reduced. And maybe these early games also, because it was the first week, went a little longer. Not sure. Let's just get a full week under our belt before we, kind of go with that statistic. But certainly it seemed to accomplish what it was intended to do. It did reduce the plays, though, and not the time. I think we'd rather, we're obviously going to reduce the plays when we do that. But only 3 minutes for 5.4 plays. What am I missing here? So we do need a full week sample, I think there, and then maybe the games become more crisp. Everybody first week back, even official. You know how it is. Officials play. Sometimes there's weird stoppages. Something's going on the scoreboard. Who knows? So, all right. See if we got any other comments before I go over to Tony'sPicks.com. Again, just to say here as we get to 20 past, we're ready to get rolling here with the picks. But Mindy is under the weather today, won't be with us. So won't be saying that too much during the show, but we'll say it a few more times. And again, just tell anybody who comes in, where's Mindy? Just say it in the chat. She's out today, so I don't have to stop and keep saying it. And Tone talking about Asia Wilson here. Hey, that's our hope we hear from Mindy. This is the big game of the seasons today. We'll preview it. I'll give a pick out. I believe I'll give a pick out. And Thomas had UMass as well. Okay, I'm going to go over to Tony'sPicks.com just to do the little plug, and then we're going to pick all the games. I'll just pick one play in each game, just like I would. That's how that show works. I don't know. I think everyone. Hello, Ernest. I think everyone kind of knows how that, Mindy goes first. We don't know. I don't know what she's going to pick, but I know what I pretty much like. I'm willing to pivot on certain things, and I know what I really like for premiums going into the show. But when Mindy, gives out her pick, then I'm like, okay, does it agree with me? See me look down. Does it agree with me? And then does kind of fall under what I need for later, because I want to have good premiums too, and Mindy does too, and those are kind of our best. But I often say, like right on the show, I'm going to give a premium out here. Charles Hills, hey, hello. So I'll say, well, this was probably maybe I didn't agree with Mindy, or maybe Mindy and I are on the same side, and then I'll say, well, I was going to use this for a premium, and I like the over. So, James Avery, hello. Okay, Tony'sPicks.com. There you'll find our premium picks, our best picks every day at Tony'sPicks.com. You can use the promo code TonyT at checkout, save 20% off all of our premium pick packages, including mine on Monday in Major League Baseball and maybe that WNBA game as well. We're having, look, I'm going to try to get you some tennis somehow, maybe in the Discord. I'm going to be firing for sure. And everybody knows I kind of crush tennis on here. So we're not covering some sports right now at Tony'sPicks.com. That's okay. We got the major sports. See them there on the screen: NFL, college football, Major League Baseball, WNBA soccer, and MMA. The biggest sports to bet on, certainly. We know tennis is huge around the world, but nonetheless, take a look. There's our morning steam team. Let me go over to yesterday too first, real quick. We were 4-1 yesterday. Slim pickings for the Cappers, to be honest. Yesterday, maybe a tough day. Let me know how you guys did yesterday. Cappers didn't have a great turnout, a great performance, to be honest. But Collins was 3-0. Our morning steam team, myself and Mindy, 4-1 plus 300 units there. Pretty good. We had some of those winners yesterday on the show. The Milwaukee Brewers, of course, against the Padres. Having a field day with the Padres right now. And we also had Angels Mets under. That was a solid under. We had the Dodgers. Dodgers did a number on the Red Sox there. I also had the under as a premium. See me there. I was the other capper there at 4-2. I had the over in the Dodger game. Mindy and I also had that under in Sparks and Sun. That was a premium winner for us. I also had two premium winners in the WNBA with the Connecticut Sun laying the points against the Sparks, and also with Phoenix, Dallas and Phoenix under as a premium play yesterday on the site. So I had some winners there, certainly. And over the last 7 days here, I feel like I'm without Mindy. 30-18 for Mindy and I over the last 7 days, up 1,050 units. Pretty strong. I'm up there as well. Pretty good record there, 62.5%, plus 856 units over the last 7 days. Tim Irwin, Ralph Raymond, also up there. Last 30 days, it's our morning steam team, myself and Mindy, nearly 30 units over the last 30 days. I'm up there as well, over 17 units. Ben Ruhala, of course, he's 18 games under 500. He's still in the green because Ben knows with baseball. I wish, hey, man, if I could channel some of Ben and mix in my own picks here and morning steam picks, boy, that would really be something. And appreciate everyone bearing with me. No Mindy today. One more time, I'll say it as we get ready with the picks that she is out for today, just under the weather. Our premium picks are up there. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. I'll get you my premium picks here in just after the show. But our crew will have their premium picks up there as well. 3 packs, 5 packs, and 7 packs for today, including Ben Ruhala right there. Nick Lagaretos. There is, I don't know if Nick has any, I'll peek at it here. I don't see any soccer action from Nick yet. There's 2 games in Italy, 2 games in Spain. Talking about top tier, of course, in soccer. So maybe I'll be checking those out as well today. Maybe something on the site. But I think England, they are not in no EPL tonight in England. So Slovenia right now route ready to close out on Georgia up by 19. Puerto Rico trailing Serbia by 15. 5.5 left. Halftime now. USA 50. Greece 37. If you're interested in that one, let's see. Maybe we can get a halftime lot. Maybe we can get a halftime wager. All right. Over at Tony'sPicks.com, there are premium picks. Get them over there, if you will, for today. All right. We got to start this. We'd be started by now if Mindy was here. Quit talking. Let's get to some picks. All right. Here we go. Just going to go down the picks. Bear with me a little bit. Let me clear my throat. Maybe get a swig. Swig of what? That's none of your business. It's only, hey, it's 6:30 in the morning here in Vegas. It's time to get down. All right. All right, so I'm going to show you the lines, and then I'll update them as we go along. It's going to be maybe a little tougher sledding here without Mindy, but we'll update the lines as well as we try to do everything we do with the show except have Mindy's great information, you guys. And of course, your comments are going to be more important than ever. The New York Yankees will take on the Detroit Tigers today with Luis Severino going up here against Reese Olson. In this one, I'm showing Reese Olson and the Tigers favored here, minus $1.15. The total. Ooh, wow. This one has gone down dramatically. There was some widely reported steam that came in on the under in this game, and now it's all the way to 9 under 25. Let's see. I wonder if there's some 8.5s that even popped up in this game with Yankees and Tigers. Now, if it's 9 under 25, I'd imagine that we're starting to see some 8.5s. We are. DraftKings 8.5 over 15. Here in Vegas, got stations at 8.5 over 20, and offshore Bovada at 8.5. Bet Online's hanging that 9 under 25 right now. So let's take a peek at this one and see how it looks for us. This will be the part where, Mindy's talking and I try to get organized and try to come in with a little bit of info. We'll probably just go with Mindy's info and then I'll just give a pick like I do anyways. Severino struggled of late, 8.14 ERA in his last 4 starts, a 1-3 record. Olson hasn't been very good either. So maybe the Sharps are just playing the number. Olson has a 6.87 ERA in his last 4 starts. But, man, this one is definitely trending to the under right now. That is unquestionably trending to the under for sure at this point. With that steam coming in like it is. Man, I kind of was thinking that maybe I was going to be tricky and go under, but I'm not sure that I am necessarily right now. And I might actually end up on the Yankees here in this one. I think cappers may favor the Yankees. I'm not sure. The Yankees have still lost 18 of their last 23 of their last 31 games. Remember, this is Detroit's best streak in quite a while now, having won 10 of their last 27 games. 10 of their last 17. I'm sorry. And we'll just let's go to the chat. Thank you guys. Here we go. Ron is on the under. Nathan leans to the Yankees. And JD, I don't know. JD, were you looking to go under as well? Because I thought I was. And then, the Sharps on the under? Because you look at these two pitchers and who would be on the under, right? But you have Detroit's gone under in 10 of their last 15. Yankees have gone over in 7 of 9. Jamar says New York money line. Scotch says he's going to go Yankees money line today. And Frankie Diamond, Detroit money line. Brent Cook trusting that Yankee bullpen. And why not? But, hasn't done anything for Detroit's the one with momentum here still, right? I would think. And JD, okay. Under for sure. Neither team's been hitting. Takia says Tigers run line. minus 1.5 at Takia, you tell me, because I thought with the Tigers favored, they might be laying the run line here. Is it plus 1.5, minus 190, or are you interested in laying a run and a half and taking it? It looks pretty close. What are the books mostly offering? I'm looking over here at an offshore book, so I'm not sure. All right, I guess I've got to pull the trigger here on something. Man, I thought I was sneaky good on that under, but I'm going to end up on the Yankees here in this one. Ron says plus 190. What was that? Minus 1.5 plus 96. Yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah, boy. But again, who would have thought, you get the Yankees at this price right now, late in the season? Yeah, Severino's been bad. Scotch says take a prop on Judge today. Burley's on the Yankees money line. I'll just take the Yankees here on the money line as well. Feel like we start with a crummy game. All right, thanks, you guys. Let's get to a game where I feel more confident, maybe. We just had Mindy make the call on that one. Angels and Phillies, Lucas Giolito, Taiwan Walker here in this one. It's still about $1.45. The total has dropped just a tad here to 9.5 under 20 with the Angels and the Phils today. Giolito and Walker. Well, I would think, let me see, in this one here, all right. Giolito so far hasn't been too swift since going over to the Angels, has he? A 7.67 ERA in 5 starts, and the Angels are 1-4 with Giolito so far. It's not great. It's not what they got him for, and we know the Angels season. They thought they had something left, and now they don't. They don't have anything left. They've lost 17 of their last 24 games. Taiwan Walker, 5.29 ERA in his last 3 starts, but we know what Walker is. Walker's money. Walker is money. This is going to be a pretty popular play with handicappers today, I would think. The Phillies. $1.45 seems reasonable. They're still heavily motivated, I would think. The Angels have kind of given up, right? Walker, for those okay numbers, 5.29 is not something you want. Even his 4 ERA, you want a little bit more for what you're getting with Walker, but still, 15-4 are the Phillies in Walker's last 19 starts. The Phillies have won 5 of their last 6 games. They're 39-25 at home. Man, the Phillies, you got to feel like in this one, this feels like, a great spot at a decent price. Let's go to the chat, see if that's going to be the call here in this one. We've got Ron starting us off here with the Phillies. Jamar says over in Phillies. So I think he's saying Phillies team total over. I'm pretty sure that's what that means there. 4.5 over -130. Okay. Ray says Phillies money line. Thomas Lewis on the Phillies money line. And Takia on the Phillies here. Scotch says Phillies are a lock. This one's easy today. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I kind of want to let you guys take the Phillies here, and maybe I can give out the total in this one. Frankie says Philly in this one. Ron says he'll lay the 1.5. And, but we saw Ohtani play yesterday. He was, I don't know, Peterson overwhelmed him a little bit on those high fastballs, didn't he, yesterday? But so he did look a little bit off. He definitely looked a little bit off, I thought, in the game yesterday. You should be able to perform with that injury, they say, with as a batter. So, Angels money line here. There's value there, I think. Maybe. I don't know if there is value, actually. Yep. You are my family at this point. Thanks, Thomas. Joshua Potts says Phillies on the money line in this one. All right. Well, thanks a lot for the comments in the chat. And Jamal says, where is Mindy? Mindy's out. She's under the weather. You guys help me out. Bobby Smith here today under the total. Thanks, Bobby. Good to have you. So, all right. In this one, you guys, I kind of want to let you guys take the Phillies here because you guys are pretty heavy. I know that JD went on the Angels, but you guys are on the Phillies. It seems pretty strong. And at 9, I'm gonna give out the under here as my play. I'll take under. Look, I agree with you guys. All right, how's that? Can we do that? I'm giving out one official play, but I'll say that, like I said, the Phillies are going to be pretty popular with internet handicappers, touts, if you will, today. I'm pretty sure about that. All right, you guys, moving on to the next one with the White Sox. Taking on the Orioles here with Kopech going for the White Sox, and Grayson Rodriguez here for the Orioles. 230, maybe higher now, showing 240. And the total here has shifted a little bit to 9 under 15 right now. So I'd say a little bit of a dip here in this one. Let's call it 240 on the Orioles against the White Sox. We know where we kind of stand with these two teams right now, certainly. Let's try to get some preview going here in this one. Get your comments ready in the chat. Like I said, need you more than ever today. Without my popular sidekick, anyways. I know it's Monday. We got 85 in here. I see my mug on here, and they're tuning out. Hope that they don't tune us out. She'll be back. All right. Let's take a look at this one now between the White Sox and the Orioles. Maybe there's been pretty big move here on the Orioles. I mean, you knew they were going to be a big favorite coming in, but man, they might even be a bigger favorite than that initial release on the number here in this one. For Rodriguez, a 2.84 ERA in his last 3 starts. We'll note that the Orioles are just 1-5 in Rodriguez's last 6 home starts. Kopech has a 7.5 ERA in his last 4 starts. The White Sox are 4-7 in his road starts. White Sox have lost now 10 of their last 15. Orioles have won 9 of their last 14. They are, of course, very solid at home with a 40-25 mark. And the White Sox, one of the worst on the road, certainly at 24-42. So we can go all over these mismatch stats. Let's just get to the chat and see if they have anything enlightening that they can give me. Kind of like what Mindy does, right? I'm pretty basic here. So thank you, Kevin, for your regards for Mindy. And here we go with the plays. I think it started off by JD liking the under here. Brent Cook says, give me the Baltimore on the run line. Frankie on Baltimore. Look, I would think everyone might be Baltimore. Is it too high of a price? I kind of feel like it is, even against the White Sox. But who wants the White Sox, right? That's the tough part. I think sometimes, we tend to want to play every game, especially me. And then sometimes those are the ones, though, instead of just taking the dog blind. I don't mind also getting up there with my man Ron sometimes and taking a couple of runs. But here he's laying the Orioles. He'll just lay it on the money line. And, okay. O's run line for Nathan. And Verley says he likes the over in this one. You got me, Verley. Look, I like the over as well. I like the fact that it's dipped down here a little bit. Can it go a little further? I hope it does. I might wait. If I've already seen a little bit of move here to the under, I could wait here and see if it goes a little bit more. I don't think it's going to make it back to 8.5. I say make it back to 8.5. I don't know if there was really any. I never had a shot at an 8.5, but the line services say there was one out there. It gets hit right away. It's just a bad line. Verley said go over in this one. I'm taking the over as well. Takia on the under. Oh, no. Jamal on the Orioles. Baltimore money line for Josh. And, oh, no, Takia, I hope you're kidding. I hope you're not kidding. Or I don't know. I hope she didn't switch because I said it. Look, I think there's a tendency for, these teams this season, maybe in these roles, to go under. White Sox is a big dog down the road. Orioles at home, a favorite. I think those are kind of under situations, but Orioles right now over in 11 of their last 17. Or no, I'm sorry. Rodriguez over in 11 of his 17 starts. Orioles have gone under in just 3 of their last 10 games. White Sox have gone over in 10 of their last 16. Kopech's gone over in 3 of his last 4. So, yeah. Josh, we'll be parlaying tennis with everything today, probably with some of those favorites. But that's what it's like in the early rounds. I like to zero in on those close matchups. That's what I like to sell on the site. Anybody take a look at my soccer? I might have some soccer today. I'm on a monster run here on the site in soccer. I want to say it's like 9-0-3. something like that. Michael Roberts is on Philly. It's on the site. All of our picks are documented. Baltimore, a better favorite than a dog. Okay, I'm on the over in this one. Thanks, you guys. Good picks. Yeah, that's a tough thing too. Talking about Baltimore, talking about the Rays a little bit too. You're going up against those monster teams in that division, even the Blue Jays, which you have to consider kind of above the Orioles and the Rays certainly. And so that's incredible that the Rays have had all that success, and now the Orioles are finding success. Uh, despite maybe not being the best run franchise. I heard that from the chat. Heard that from our Baltimore folks. Back underway in the second half here. USA up 13 with 10 minutes to go. All right. Nationals here going up against the Blue Jays. We got Josiah Gray and Kevin Gausman, another big favorite. But we know, look, we know what we do with Washington, don't we? We've been making money with Washington in these roles all the time. So we'll see how the chat maybe approaches this one today. As this line now is all the way up to $1 or $2.45, if you will. The total is 8 under 15. I gotta see if this one. There definitely was steam. Man, this one got hit under hard. What are the Look, I know it's the Blue Jays, okay, and I know maybe the chat, maybe you guys are going under. This was one I was like, boy, if I could, I'm bummed it's 8.5. I kind of wanted to go over in this one. Now I've got my 8. Will that switch me here? Will I put it in on the show? I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we got to see what the chat has to say and see what direction that I want to go. Because I know what direction I want to go, and. Let's see here with Washington. Thanks, you guys, for being patient. And let's get to your comments first with Washington and the Blue Jays. Never again, says Josh. Oh, you guys talking Liverpool yesterday? Yeah, I played them, and boy, was I regretting not to put them as a premium. When they were down 1-0, I was like, all right, because I actually bought it up and took a half a goal. So I don't think it was going to make my premium tab. If you want to know how my mind works, what makes a premium, right? I don't want to give out $2 plays in premium plays here on the site. Maybe in, mixed martial arts or one-on-one events, I will more likely, I could do that more. I don't really like to do that in team sports. But so they trail 1-0, and I took Liverpool plus a half a goal at minus 205, and want to watch the game certainly. Thought Liverpool would have a good chance, but especially interesting that they were a dog and they end up going on to win that game. So okay, you guys, don't let me get off track here. Michael Roberts on the Orioles. That was that last game. Thanks, Michael. Okay. Okay. Oh, see, yeah, JD, I get it. Look, everybody, the Blue Jays, this is a monster underrun. Look, we've been on it plenty. You can go down my list of my premium picks. You see the hot streak I've been on? You'll find the Blue Jays under in there quite a bit. Let me see here. Brent Cook, Nationals run line with all that Blue Jays talk. We got it easy. Just take the Nats. The Nats have been money. I mean, they've been such money. I mean, I imagine we're going to see. Chakia will lay it here. I'd say it's a little bit contrarian given. I don't know. I want to feel like the Nationals are maybe a public dog here a little bit. I just don't know how else to put it. But they've been so good to us. That's the thing. And that's why everyone here is on the Nationals. I actually think it's a very good contrarian spot. I haven't looked at the ticket percentages. I'm not going to bore you guys with that. You're welcome to look at themselves. I do look at it. I know a lot of people, yes or no, whatever. Jamar is going over in this one. That's where I'm headed. So is Nathan. Josh says, take the Nats. Zane's here today. Hello to Zane. Nats run line. Crystal, Craig, hello. And great to have you today. I know Crystal's been here. It's been a while. And a great comment, though, too. Take him tomorrow. Take the Jays tomorrow versus the lefty. Great job. Butterscotch. Oh, yes. All right. And Maurice Walker. Hello. He says under in the first 5. Nats plus 1.5 on DK, even money. I just feel like that's going to be a pretty popular play today. I think the Nats, I think handicappers might still be willing that they've won 18 of their last 27 right now. Toronto's lost 4 of 5. Gausman, the Blue Jays are just 2-7. You talk about that run support. The Blue Jays just 2-7 in his last 9 starts. And the Nationals have been the ones that have been totally doing it right now. I'm going to go over as my play here on the show just because Blue Jays, they're that monster under team. I'm not going to go premium with it, even though it's moved to this. Great. You guys are on the Nationals. No reason for me to, I'm probably jump on board with you. No, not officially giving out the over as my play here especially now that it's pretty much 8 everywhere. I'm going over. Just to clarify, you guys, make no mistake. The Blue Jays have gone under in 33 of their last 46 games. That's a monster. And they've got Gausman, no doubt. 4.7 ERA in his last 4 starts. They're 1-3 here. JD, the Nationals can make the playoffs if we change the playoff records to the best money teams. How about that? I think teams that like the Nationals, they deserve the most credit. The teams that make you money at the window and they're not having a good season. Those are the teams that we like. I always say the manager of the year is the team that has the best spread record. Tough in baseball, but you know what you get the gist. Okay, you guys, everybody's on the Nationals. I actually like Takia's contrarian position a little bit today. It's just that the line still, the bookmakers aren't showing the Nationals any respect. They're willing to, I'm sure that Gausman, they get in so many parlays still that they can afford to let everyone come in on the Nationals, I guess. Okay, here you go, you guys. Thank you so much for being patient with me without Mindy today under the weather. Astros and Red Sox. This one looks good on paper with Javier and Sale. I'm showing Sale $1.20 here, 9.5 over at -125. Get your comments ready while I kind of load up my notes and load up my stats here for the preview. And the widely reported steam did come in on the over in this game, but at 9.5 over 25, there might be room to breathe still if you're interested in that total over. I would think in this one. Let's see. Comments here just starting to roll in. Maybe I didn't give you guys enough time on this one, but Blake's going to go over here. Ron is going to take the Astros. Nathan says, give me the Astros, race to 2. Javier has got a 5.23 ERA in his last 6 starts. Sale has a 5 ERA in his last 4 starts. That price does seem a little cheap. Brent Cook says, give me the Red Sox at home. Takia's on the Astros. Frankie says, go over. Butterscotch likes the over as a lock today. Wow, you guys are liking the over. Thomas Lewis likes the over. Mike Allison said Red Sox. Zane has the over. Well, if you guys are all over the over, the steam came in the over. Look, I'd probably like the over too. So I'm going to probably go else. I'll go elsewhere if you guys don't mind. I'll support your play. I'm feeling like it's going to go over as well. But you guys are all over it. So maybe I'm going to give out the side here, as I don't see a lot on the side. Jamal on the over. But for me, I'm going to take the Red Sox. I'm going to take the Red Sox here, minus $1.20 or so with Sale. Red Sox, they've won 12 of their last 20 games. And no one said it in the chat yet. I was kind of hoping you guys would have the. I think you guys, maybe the Red Sox have gone over in 11 straight games. So, any talking head in a YouTube StreamYard box can give out the over. But I like the over with you guys. Sale's gone over in 3 of 4. Astros have gone under in just 5 of their last 20. Javier's gone under in just 4 of his last 16. Why wouldn't you guys take the over? And I'll take the Red Sox here in this one. Yeah, good. Hey, look, Red Sox, they're live, right? They're live. I think they can. Are they a sleeper? I don't know if the odds necessarily, the futures necessarily reflect that they should be a little bit more of an underdog. Otherwise, they might be worth a play. Over, says Daryl. So you guys are all over the over. I'll take the Red Sox. And hey, don't be surprised if some of your guys, if you guys are on these, hey, you guys don't mind if I use some of your plays as premium, do you? I'm pretty hot on that leaderboard. I like to come on here and brag when I'm hot, and then we do our fair share of pumping up Mindy too when she's on fire, and the team's been on fire. So hopefully we'll hear from her. All right, you guys, I think that's a good there on that one. I'm on the Red Sox. You guys are on the over. Rangers against the Mets here. John Gray, a favorite on the road, $1.50. The total is about 9 flat in this one with Rangers and Mets. Tyler McGill on the mound for the Mets. And we'll let you guys get your plays ready for this one. I'm showing Sonny Gray coming in with a 5.79 ERA in his last 5 starts. That's a good 2 runs higher than his season ERA. We know we've been like Sonny Gray, John Gray. What did I say? Did I just call them all 3 again? John Gray, you guys. John Gray, John Gray. We know. We get our I was able to get the Gray straight when we had Mindy setting me straight all the time. John Gray has a 3 ERA in his last 3 starts. We're starting over. John Gray has a 3 ERA in his last 3 starts, but just went 1-2 in those 3 starts. Tyler McGill, 7.32 ERA in his last 4 starts. The Mets are 2-8. 2-8 in his last 10 starts. So part of that, Mets swoon, if you will, here. I would think, man, I want to see what the chat has to say with this road favorite. Rangers have lost 9 of 10. The Mets have lost 4 of 5. Hello, Mac. Hello, good to see you. Let me bring the comments up for this game. Thanks, you guys. Thomas is on the Mets. Is JD going over in this one? I think he is. And we've got Takia also on the over here. Jamal is on the Rangers. Michael Roberts on the Red Sox. Takia says Mets team total over. Over 3.5 at -135 or -4 runs at -$1.30. Does that look right, you guys? Thank you, Takia. Frankie's on Texas. Here's Brent on the Rangers. Scotch going to take a run line here. And here's Mets run line for Zane. Doubles, hello. Good to see you. We're here alone today. Doubles got no Mindy. She's under the weather. But she'll be back. Shout out to my partner. Yeah. Brent, you said it. Rangers, it has not been a good run of late. Sean Money, though, on the Rangers here. Could this be? I feel like you have 2 teams that, nobody wants any part of. But I do know this, that the Rangers are going to be pretty popular play with handicappers today. I mean, you got Gray's ERA is nearly 2 runs better than McGill, because McGill's been on a tailspin. The Mets are on a tailspin. Lazzy, hello. Hello to Lazzy today. All right, you guys, I'm feeling like you guys are on the range. Look, maybe this is what the Rangers need, right? Maybe this is what the Rangers need to get them through a little bit, try to get off this streak. Again, like I said, I think the Mets are more alive a little bit in a way, because they are out of it, right? They can play a little bit more loose. Hello to Jeff Roblo here today, visiting us from Shreveport. And he says, go Steelers. Great to have you. All right, this game, yeah, it does suck, Brandon. Let's just make a pick and move on, right? Come on, Ramon, you can do it. But no, let's not. Well, let's not. Just throw the Rangers into a poor category, right? Like I said, they look like they'll be the popular team. Maybe the Mets on the run line here. Could that be my call? At $1 minus $1.25, could the Mets on the run line here? Yeah, that's the way I'm going. Going to take the Mets plus a run and a half at minus $1.25. Rangers better win this one, man. And who wants a piece of them right now at $1.50 with this 1-9 run that they're on? Hope they can fix it. And they just need to get back home right now. They do need to get some kind of confidence built on the road, no doubt about it. 31-33 does not feel real comfortable. You want to be above 500 team heading into the postseason with a little bit of confidence. Let's keep going. You're right. Bad team. All right. Guardians and Twins. Important game, especially for the sliding Guardians. They're sliding down the slide. No end in sight. Minnesota's been going the other way a little bit. They've been a bit 500 over the last week or so. Maeda, $1.60. Total is 8.5 flat. That line on the screen there hasn't changed too much. Let's take a look here at the game, and you guys in the chat get ready. I'm peeking at my line moves here. I've got it. When Mindy's talking, I peek at my line moves, see if anything stands out that might get me on the play. Let's take a look here at this one with Xzavier Curry. Yeah, he's kind of, 7 starts so far, and after his really good start, he's kind of given some back of late, 5.5 ERA in his last 4 starts. He has a 3.5 ERA for the season. Maeda, 3.43 ERA last 4 starts, but again, just no run support ever for Maeda, it feels like. He's not a profitable pitcher since he's, I say come back. He's had 15 starts now. But Minnesota, they just get it done at home, don't they? Oh, man, even at $1.60 here. I think the Guardians as a dog might attract. Let me see what the chat's up to here in this one. Maybe it's too high of a price for Minnesota. What do you guys think? Let's see in this one. Here's Guardians run line, I believe. Where was it? Zane with Guardians run line. Okay. Thomas says Cleveland and under. Butterscotch says Minnesota's a Scotch lock. Wish it wasn't 160. It feels okay. It doesn't feel awful. Just not a lot of faith in Cleveland on the road. They've lost 18 of 27. Thanks, Jordan. Shout out. Given we also had a 21-3 day. Please back me up, chat, if you can. Somebody brought it to my attention, and I had to go back and look. I think it was actually 22-4, but one game we were one was on one side and one the other. So I eliminated that, and I only counted the games that Mindy agreed on, and I agreed on as one play. So I don't know if you're doing that, Jordan, but because you got 15 games there, you might be talking baseball, and I know we had some consensus. So, but thank you. I'm not sure it was exactly, but again, yeah, I think we had a strong day all over, even on the video picks that weren't consensus. So, looking pretty good at this point. I want to mention Mindy also had a premium winner yesterday. Cincinnati, Arizona under was a premium winner yesterday for Mindy. I don't think I got a chance to mention that. Brent went with the Twins on the money line. JD's on the under here. Frankie says go Cleveland, right? Cleveland's like our what Toronto is today was our Cleveland yesterday. Does that make it? I mean, remember when we were like Cleveland, Cleveland, Cleveland? And funny, right? Because yesterday I eventually, if it's any clue, I got it wrong. That's when I got wrong. Yes, I said the under, but I've been using Cleveland pretty heavily on the premium. Didn't want to yesterday. Maybe was a little bit skeptical. Steam came in on the under, driven over. Guardians and Blue Jays obviously went way over. The Guardians beat them up pretty good and took down a lot of cappers yesterday too. I will say the Blue Jays were very popular at the with the cappers across the sites yesterday. So, okay, a Twins run line here for Jamal. And thanks, Butterscotch, for doing that. Look, great cappers on here. We've had bad days and good days. I think my approach is a little different and leads me to some interesting sides that get me to the window more often than not. Check me out over at Tony'sPicks.com. Jamar here, Cleveland. Let's wrap this one up, you guys. I think you guys are Blake first five. Thank you in this one. And yeah, I'm going to take the thanks, Butterscotch. Yeah, it was 21-3. Wow, that was a good day. That was a good day. You should have seen my remember not all those were premiums, so you end up betting them privately. I was really banging it the other day. Okay, Guardians, I figure will be pretty popular with handicappers today, but I'm going to be on Minnesota here. I'll lay $1.60 on the show. Probably not going to go premium on this one, but don't like what's going on with Curry right now. Maeda hasn't been profitable either, but he's out there dealing a little bit right now, I think. Okay, looks like you guys are done with that one. I'm done with that one. Let's go on. We could skip this game. The Padres, and we have had a lot of fun at their expense this year. And then this Wainwright, it's just feels uncomfortable, right, when he's out there, because on the Wainwright World Tour, half the teams, if you didn't spend your all those years with the Cardinals, no one could go out there time and time again with this 8 ERA. I know he feels bad. He probably feels even a little bit embarrassed. I mean, now it's been a 12 ERA in his last 5 starts. The Cardinals are 2-11 in his last 13 starts. The Padres handicapper's going to lay it today. I guarantee you the handicapper's going to lay it. They're going to lay the 1.5. The line's probably 30 cents too high. I don't know if I can get up the guts to take the Cardinals on a premium, but man, the line, come on, the Padres, they've lost 15 of their last 22 games. The Cardinals have lost 9 of their last 11. I'll watch this one because I'm a glutton for punishment. When I was a kid, and the Padres, they were bad. They were bad for the first 10 years in existence. The Padres are exactly the same age that I am, pretty much. And when you're a kid growing up, you try to root for other teams. I learned to root for the home team after a while, and I kind of liked the glutton for punishment type of thing. When they start losing, I'd be like, I hope they lose 20-0. And that's the way I feel about this team. I've rooted for this team big time. World Series appearances. Just doing it today to kill time. Let's talk about the game with the Cardinals here. Feel bad for Waney. I think I've already mentioned that here. Let's go to the chat, get your plays. This will be one I think people want to pass. As it's ugly. Padres now would need a record finish to make it to the playoffs. So that's a done deal. Wainwright to get a win. Wonder what? Let me take. I kind of want to look at what the percentage for a win is on that. I didn't look at the odds there. Yeah, boy, they did ever. That was fun, hilarious. You should have seen me clicking on Milwaukee all uh, Thomas. Okay. The Butterscotch says this might be the day. It might be, but could and look, Snell's been on. That's the other thing. We didn't even mention Snell yet and how awesome he's been. People want to give this guy the Cy Young Award. I don't want to give it to him because, like I said, he only goes 5 innings. He cannot ever go more than 5 innings. But Padres have won 5 of his last 6 games. Snell's 4-1 in those games. And we'll mention under in 5 of his last 7 starts. So, all right. Yeah, Butterscotch, we're not going to retire Wainwright. I know you like to see him go, but I'm sure you have respect for him. You're a big-time baseball fan, and I'm sure he's dealt the Cubs plenty of grief. Brent's going to pass. Thomas Lewis. Chakia going on the under here. Yeah, and Doubles doesn't even want me to rub it in what happened in 1984. When the Cubs won the first 2 games of the series, and they won the first game. It was the Padres' first playoff game ever, and the Cubs won 13-0, and the Padres were completely overwhelmed in Wrigley. And Rick Sutcliffe hit 2 home runs. It was such a disaster, and then the Cubs won game 2, and the Padres came back home. This is when the playoffs were 5 games, and they won 3 straight and went to the World Series for the first time. Blake says go under here. And we were the Cub Busters. That was our slogan. Because remember the movie Ghostbusters was out. And that little Cub Buster, the Ghostbuster with the slash, and he was wearing a Cubs hat. And the Padres were like, Cub Busters. They changed the songs on the radio and everything. Who cares? Let's get these previews going. Cardinals here. I'm trying to find a way to the Cardinals. You know it. Look, this might be the spot for the Padres. Who's going to lay these prices, you guys? Come on. Padres run line $1.25. Please. Run. Yep, 84 World Series. Did you guys see that picture where I was at the World Series in Detroit? Maybe I'll put it in the Discord. Well, I was calling on national TV, like it was on TV in my little members only jacket. I went to Detroit with my mom. She missed the last game, watched the game in a bar across the street, and I went to the game by myself, 15 years old. Got trapped up against the fence for the last out. Center field fence got pushed over, fall onto the Detroit turf, grabbed me a big chunk of turf, and they caught it on TV, and I was not arrested. And then we got on the bus, and the fans were shaking our bus because the dumb bus driver left a sign on the front that said Padres Fans Charter. That was a bad idea. Zane says go under. All right. Memory lane. Because no Mindy. And no wonder the show takes 3 hours. All right. I better pull the trigger on this one, you guys. Like I said, I'm going to try to find my way to the Cardinals. Even if I have to take 2.5 runs, it feels like to me here today. I'll take the over in this one. Steam came in on the under here, but I gotta think the Padres can hit Waney, and if they're gonna win, like you guys seem to indicate, there were a few Cardinal backers. Thanks, you guys. Great comments on that game. Michael Roberts also run line. Oh, Ron, I didn't know you were younger than I. I thought we were kind of maybe that Fred Sanford pick throws everybody off. And how about you guys? Bob Barker passed away. That was a bummer. He had his share of controversy, maybe a little bit, but I think everyone liked Bob for the most part. Bob Barker. Brewers and Cubs here with Miley and Tyone. In this one, Tyone, $1.20. 9 under 15. I'm going to refresh these though here too. I don't know why it's not updating automatically because I think I saw a line change on that game or something had happened in that game, you guys. $1.29 under 15. Okay. Maybe I'm just stalling for time here. Get your comments ready for this one, you guys, with Milwaukee and Chicago. All right, here we go. Miley, of course, here. 3.18 ERA this season, but 4 ERA in his last 4 starts, and he's failed to record a win in his last 4 starts. But Taillon, he kind of started to pitch okay, but not anymore. Not again. Here we go. Last 3 starts, an ERA of 10. It's funny because he gets plenty of run support, but against Miley, can he get that run support? This is an intriguing game, no doubt about it. You have the Cubs, obviously hot. The Brewers are on their massive winning streak right now. Just a huge game, but you got to go with Taillon, and that feels uncomfortable. Interestingly, the Cubs are 7-2 in his last 9 starts, despite pitching poorly and not earning his money, if you will, with the Cubs this season with his 5.6 ERA. The Cubs have gone over in 7 of their last 9 games. The Brewers have gone over in 5 straight. Let's see what the chat has to say. You guys, I think this one's going to be pretty popular here. Thank you, Lazzy, for wishing Mindy to get better. And boy, you guys, how can we send her coffees or something? What can we do? What can we do? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not giving out her at, but boy, it would need to be like if some Starbucks got on her doorstep or something, wouldn't it? All right. Here we go with the Brewers. It's Ray Otachi here. Steve says he remembers Gibson hitting that home run. Yeah, the one with the Tigers, he means, right? When Goose Gossage wanted to stay in the game. Give you 2 big home runs in the World Series, huh? People kind of forget about that one because of his historic home run with the Dodgers. And let's see. Blake talking about when Bob Barker got beat up by Happy Gilmore. Lazzy Love says take the Brewers. And Ron Hahn on Milwaukee. Butterscotch going to take those Brewers. This is interesting to note. Even though Doubles, our other Chicago correspondent, is on Chicago here. We don't have Fernando today. Maybe he could break the tie. Blake says Brewers. Brent on Cubs. This one feels like 2-way action, huh? Brewers money line and over on a 2-teamer. With that total at 9, man, can Taillon do anything here tonight? Thomas on the money line. Yeah, WWE. We saw some other, troubling news of passing in WWE. Emmanuel and Batu want to say hello. Missed you yesterday at the end of the show. You came in there, but hello. He takes the Cubs. He kids you, Brent, but he's not kidding. All right. And here we go. Good morning to Michael here today. He's got Milwaukee. And I will run. Jeremy on the Brewer. Okay, no, now that I see these coming in, here's an over, but Jamar on the Brewer. It's mostly Brewers, it looks like today. And I'm sure maybe is it the matchup at starting pitcher, you guys, that has you guys in the 8-game winning streak. No, Cubs are super hot. I'm back one here today. And I'll be on the under in this one, you guys. That's my play. Under with Brewers and Cubs. All right. Let's keep it going with the Pirates and the Royals. This one wouldn't have made the cut if Mindy was here, even with the Royals, because we're going to start paring down the show and do baseball games. Football games on the show, probably between 5 and 10. Trying to get through as many college games. Look, Tony's going to be firing up the videos. I would imagine today you're going to start getting Tony videos for the college football card this week. The massive card. We're in. We're back, baby. It's sports betting season. Pirates and Royals here in this one with Oviedo going up against Greinke. Well, Greinke has an ERA near 7 in his last 5 starts. Royals here, Pirates are a slight favorite. Call them $1.15. You might be seeing it even even more closely rated. The total is 9 over 15 in this one. Oviedo 3.44. We talked about he's been pretty decent. 3.44 ERA in his last 6 starts. He went 4-2 in those 6 starts. Pirates have lost 4 of 5. They've been a massive over team of late. The Pirates have gone over in 26 of their last 39 games, 67%. Even I can figure that out. The Royals have gone over in 9 of their last 15. And well, let's take a look at the chat with they probably want to pass. They probably want to move on here in this one. We'd like to make a pick on every game. Takia says take the Pirates. Ron says Pasadena. And here comes Daryl. He likes the Pirates. Blake says take the over. Jeremy says Pirates and over. Just like the over, says Curvin. Pirates for Brent Cook. Jamal likes the over in this. Well, you guys like the over. You guys like the Pirates and the over. There's no doubt about it. I've got this one pretty closely rated, man. I mean, if I'd take a pass if I could. And I don't even do that on the show anymore. Why not? You'll only get a chance to talk to this many people and make some picks. But if my confidence is, there's a difference between when I say like, oh, I'm on this one for sure, and this one where I'm trying to stall and wait for the next line move to flash on the screen and try to convince me one way or the other that I'm going to do it. But I would think in this one, if it's 9 over 15, probably going to be headed on the under, even with this incredible Pirate streak, you guys. I'll take the under at 9. I don't think it's going to move. We'll see. I don't see any major steam reported necessarily, but all right. Do we have a few more comments here? Jamal's on the over. Okay. Greinke pitches, but does he butterscotch? Hard to tell anymore. I think early on he was. Royals have lost 16 of their last 21 games. Jamar says, give me a Yurfie, give me an over, give me the Kansas City money line. They're all locks. He loves the Royals today. Greinke is allowed a run in the first inning in just 4 of 22 starts. I'd say that's pretty good. It's not Yurfie-ish, but respect the play. It's been really tough, though, for Oviedo. The numbers have been okay, like I said, of late. But he's allowed a run in 9 of his 26 starts. All right, I'm on the under. Okay, guys. Well, next up, Braves. And thanks for 100 hanging out with me. I'm sure we'd be at 150 at least if Mindy was here. Maybe even 160 today. But I appreciate everyone sticking around. We're almost through these games. We're getting ready. WNBA, the big game. We're going to preview it. Las Vegas Aces at the New York Liberty. Preview the finals. Everyone's moved Liberty ahead of the Aces, but we'll see if you guys have. All right, here we go. The Braves are on the road against the Rockies. Mindy likes to talk about how I like Austin Gomber a lot of times because he's been a profitable pitcher. He gives you a good effort. Those are the type of guys, the guys that maybe when you're looking for pitchers to pick up and Gomber, no, I don't even know what his contract is. I'm just saying guys like who have like poor maybe it's because of Colorado. Maybe you're on a bad team, but you pitch competitively. Those are the guys maybe you try to pick up. I mean, I wish I was the general manager of the Padres. Look, I'm a big AJ Preller guy, but all right, Bryce Elder, though, has been super hot. Last 2 starts, he's been just dynamite, actually. The steam came in here on the Braves. 235, though, I don't know, for as hard as that thing got hit, I thought it would be much higher. quite frankly. And Gomber, a 6 ERA in his last 3 starts, so hasn't been that great last couple of starts. And Colorado's gone 2-5 in his last 7 starts, poking holes in my theory a little bit, but nonetheless, he's also gotten rocked pretty hard by the Braves. Colorado, of course, has lost 21 of their last 32 games. Atlanta 14-5 in their last 19. Still looking great. So let's see what you guys are up to here with the Braves and the Rockies in this one, because I want to buy a little time here. And thank you, Daryl. Look at that, Rangers and Mets, no doubt. Let me see. Maybe I can try to get some. Yeah, great job, Daryl. Definitely, Steam came in at right now. So you must be watching either, I don't know if you're watching a line move or the screen, but let's just break away from our Atlanta, Colorado. The money is coming in right now, no doubt, on the Mets in that matchup with the Rangers. If you're interested in the Rangers, the discount's going to be on a little bit here today. That's good news for Joe Average Better, I think. What was maybe as high as, I don't know, what did you guys see? As high as $1.50, $1.55? What did we advertise on the show? $1.50? Well, I'm showing right now that at one offshore book, it's down to $1.32. That thing is lighting up the screen as I speak. Money coming in here on the Mets. I don't know if word of an injury has come across or whatnot, but just want to get that in there. Let's go back to the Braves here and the Rockies. Rockies first 5 for Jeremy. Thank you to Mac1. Please, everyone, like and smash. And please wish Mindy get well if you haven't already in the chat. I'd like to put a bunch of get wells in there for her. She's going to be out. We're off tomorrow, but we're going to need her to get better. Blake, Rockies first 5. Brent on the run line. Frankie said Atlanta, over in Atlanta. Jamal, Braves run line. Daryl says take the over here. We've been on under a lot in Colorado, but Rockies are starting to trend over a little bit here. They have gone under in just 3 of their last 14 games. However, Gomber has gone under in 9 of his last 13, and Atlanta has gone under in 7 of their last 11 games. So the fact that it's gone to 12, though, I don't mind that. The Steam came in on the over, and I'm still showing mostly 12 over 25. I do see also some 12.5s juice to the under. Butterscotch is on the over here. Jamara says Braves money line. Hello to Rich. Shout out to Rich, one of my handicapping pals. All right. Thomas says, give me the Braves over. And walk this way. Hey, walk this way. How you been? Might be a little behind us on the stream. I won't. Oh, he's caught up now. All right. Braves run line for Ron. You are, Daryl. You've been a great contributor since joining us, and appreciate you very much. Walk this way. Colorado money line and over. Thank you, James, for your well wishes for Mindy. And here's Braves run line for Michael. Atlanta over here. Back 1. Over. All right. And I have Dre on the run line. I'm on the run line, all right. I'm on the Colorado Rockies on the run line here today against Atlanta. We know Atlanta can get a little funny. Look, Bryce Elder's awesome. He's been hot. I'm going to give Colorado a chance at this price. I agree with walk this way. Tough to, it's an algorithm thing, right? There's not a lot you can say necessarily to prove that the Rockies might be live in this game. But at this price, I'm going to try to get in. I'll take them plus a 1.5 because we try to give out official plays here that we sell on the website. Probably might look to the Rockies, maybe with the 2.5, but Probably going to try the Rockies here somehow in this one. The Braves, it feels like they get up for big team. We'll see. We'll see. Braves are smashing. We know that. I'm taking the Rockies today on the run line. You guys on the show here. Like I said, Steam came in on the over. I don't necessarily disagree with it. I just 12 over 25 now. It might be right there. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Just a few more games. Thank you so much. Thank you, Blake. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, it does, Tom. Yeah, Tom. No doubt. It's but again, if we took all favorites, we'd be, you know what I'm talking about if anybody does. All right, here's the A's and the Mariners. We do have the pitching matchup. We have the lines. This one was kind of, late to. We have wow, look at this. The Mariners have gotten steam this morning. I think you guys, they're up to like 265 with Brian Wu today. The total here also going up 7.5 over at -130 in this one. So take a look here with Wu and the Mariners. I pretty much was prepared for both these pitchers to be the starters. Here, I think Muller can go a little bit here in this one. Let's see what you guys might say. Give you a second here in the chat to catch up. We know Seattle, this has been just an improbable run. Nobody saw it coming, but now that it's here, they've won 28 of their last 35 games. They've been mashing too. Don't forget. Wu has a 3.6 ERA in his last 3 starts. No record to show for that. But, man, just a big price here, though. 265 against our A's. I don't want to say it like that, you guys. A's are 18-48 on the road. That's this one keeps going higher. I'm going to be interested in the total here, maybe, but let's see here. All right, you guys. Let's get to your moves in the chat on this one. I'm interested in hearing what you have to say, because I'm at a loss for words finally on this show after an hour and 22 minutes. And we have Dre here is going to be on Seattle. I think Thomas was suggesting the Braves may have had some cocktails on the play. Oh, no. Probably he's talking about one of our chat members. All right. You guys don't care about this game, and I'm looking for help. Butterscotch will lay 2.5 runs. I'm leaning A's somehow, you guys, trying to find a way to get on him. Thomas is on the under here. I think that's the way I'm thinking about it. Daryl, though, might be going over. Zane says A's on the run line. Dre says, give me Oakland team total over. That's what I'm talking about. If anything, 2.5 over -135, but that would help if I'm going to be on the A's today. We'll see if that's my play. Get a few more plays from you guys here with the Mariners on Jamal. There's ask and you shall receive. Walking spotted bear. He was just lurking. Miss you, Bear. Hope you're watching though every time. Frankie on the over. Brent says Seattle and maybe the over. Yeah, it's going up. It's going up. I imagine. I'm gonna peek at the market here. Starting to see some eights. Juice to the over at one offshore book. This one is moving higher, and the higher it moves, the more I'm gonna be interested. I'm gonna take it. Okay. This one's kind of tough here because I want to take the under. I'll give it out like I do always at the toughest line at 7.5. You can get over right now in this game. I'm going under with the A's and the M's today. Walk This Way is going over with all due respect. Takia's on Seattle. Walk this way on the yeah, okay. Over. Okay. He's trying to tell me I'm wrong, I think is what he's saying. Michael Thompson, Seattle run line. Max on the over as well. And Jamal says maybe the market move, maybe you know, the market maybe I should be alert to the market move, I think is what he's going to say there. But I think for me, look, I think the sharps do want the over here. um A's have gone over in 8 of their last 14. That's not a big trend. um Seattle's gone under in just 4 of their last 16. All right, you guys. Michael Roberts on the run line. Get me off this game here. Needs a little bit more investigation. I saw Mueller. I was already just about to go on the air when that was finalized, even though I was expecting Mueller. Uh, you know, some things I wait. I procrastinate. Maybe I wasn't quite ready for it to become official. But all right, here we go. A's and Giants here. Look, Mindy took the Braves yesterday. All the cappers were on the Braves. I did not agree with her on the show. I mean, look, it was kind of a toss up there. I did give out the over on the show, but felt like the Braves. You talk about the rough spot, right, and maybe where the Braves are mentally right now. So the Giants had the good performance yesterday in that game. Good job for the Giants. Now, look, it's a bullpen game here with Harrison here on the mound, going up against Abbott, our guy. So let's see here. Get your comments ready for this one, and I'll get the line current. The Giants, they're up to $1.30. This has been one of the most significant movers. When Mindy's here, I'm able to track the steam a little bit better. So I don't want to make you guys just stare at me while I'm looking around. I know I'm rambling on quite a bit just to keep the conversation going. Appreciate you guys tolerating that here. The total also has moved, I'd say, significantly to the under. Feels steamy, and it is. There was reported steam to the under in this one. I'm showing it right now, 8 over 20. So this one has gone down. I think I agree with that move. Let's flash it back up there on the screen now that I've updated on the screen the current line. Giants minus 130 and 8 over 20. In this one, you have Harrison. This is his first major league start, but it feels like an opener. He did pitch 65 pitches, so maybe he can go a little bit deeper, but I wouldn't expect it to be 2-3 innings here. I didn't catch up on the plans necessarily. The Giants, we know they're slumping. They've lost now 14 of their last 20. Reds, we kind of like them on the road, right? We love Abbott. We all love Abbott. He's actually been mediocre or average in his last few starts, a 4.3 ERA, but Cincinnati, 12-3 with Abbott on the mound this season. And he has been money, no doubt, so far since coming up. I think maybe he's hitting the wall a little bit. They're going to ask more of him if this Reds team is in the postseason. So let's see what the chat says, because Scotch says give me Abbott at a plus price, plus $1.10 here. Absolutely. Daryl, the sleeping Giants, have they woke up though just because of that game yesterday? Like I said, they've still lost 14 of their last 30. They're over 500 at home. Frankie says the Giants over in this one. Giants have gone over in 4 of their last 5 games. Steam came in on the under though, like I said here, and that's maybe I'll back down here a little bit, but man, I was leading under. Jamal on the Reds. I think Daryl likes the Giants here in this one. A few more from you. Guys on this game. Reds over for Thomas. I think I'll be against you guys here in this one. The Undertaker. Okay, does Daryl like Is Daryl like Harrison? Is that what he's saying here in this one? Does he like Kyle Harrison? And we know, the 22-year-old. He's a pretty well rated prospect. I think was their top guy entering the season. So let me know. He only went 3 1/3 innings. So what can he go? Can he go 4? Can he go 5? Daryl says he's got nasty stuff. Okay, appreciate that. Okay, yeah, Jamal, yep, talking about the game there. Dre says, give me San Francisco on the money line. Looks like you guys are done. So I'll come in. I'm going under in this one. I like the under. I'm not getting the best price anymore. It probably was going to be a premium at 8.5, actually. But now I'm going to go with the under. Yeah. All right. Thanks, you guys, for that one. Here we go. Got 2 more. One more. And it's the Diamondbacks. Oh, the Diamondbacks going up here against the Dodgers. Feel bad here for the Diamondbacks coming with this red hot streak, and they got to take on the red hot Dodgers. But Diamondbacks, definitely important game. But man, the Dodgers super hot. And here's Bobby Miller, 3.86 ERA, 2.86 in his last 4 starts. The Dodgers are 10-5. With Miller on the mound, you're getting a pretty good price here at $1.40. Total 8.5 flat. Get ready, you guys, in the chat. This is our last ball game. And it took me only 2 hours. Imagine if Mindy was here, it would have been 4 hours. No, it would have been 3. It would have been less. I talk less because Mindy gives us all the great information. I just have to agree or disagree. Gallen has an ERA of 1. In his last 3 starts, he went 3-0 in those starts. I will note that the Diamondbacks are just 1-5 in Gallen's last 6 road starts. But he's usually pretty solid against LA. He's usually involved in tough pitching matchups that has affected the run production of Arizona in those games. So Miller here, the Dodgers, mentioned his numbers right now. Oh, man, this one, you know where we got. I think you know where we might be headed here. Let's see what you guys in the chat have to say in this one. Here is first 5 for Dre. He likes Arizona first 5. You guys saw the final just came in. USA beats Greece by 28 points. They covered the spread. USA covering the spread. Take note of that. And our play that we're on here on the show for Spain minus 10.5. They're up at halftime by 8. We'll see here if you can pull away against Brazil. Spain, I think Spain can win the tournament. Remember when Brazil was awesome though? Remember when they beat the US with Oscar Schmidt? Anybody old like me? All right. Butterscotch, he likes the under in this one. Well, Miller's gone over in 9 of his last 12 starts. The Dodgers have gone over in 5 of 6. But you would expect you have some pretty hot pitchers here, no doubt. Frankie on the under. Jamal says Dodgers run line. Daryl says Dodgers all day, even with Miller on the mound. I don't think it's a penalty to have Miller on the mound. Is it because he's just young and maybe somewhat unproven, Daryl? Like I said, put this Dodger uniform on. Look, taking the Dodgers to win it all. What can I say? Mac 1 says Dodgers. Thomas says Arizona money line. Dre says they're going to get rolled today. I was going to say let's hope. I'm going to take him here, I think, on the show. Let me get a few more comments from the chat. and see if that doesn't change my mind at least a little bit. But here's Brent says Dodgers at home. Nathan will lay tune. Arizona's won 9 of 10, you guys. Dodgers have won 17 of 20. It's a big game. It's a good game. These teams are hot, hot, hot. This one goes off at 10:10 Eastern, 7:10 Pacific. Mention that under Joshua also with it. We'll see. Look, it's 8.5 right now. That's interesting. There you go. This is going to be a popular play among handicappers that play totals. I don't know how else to say it. I know I play a lot of totals. Will it be a play for me today? You have to find out. Subscribe to my premium pick package over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. I'm hot. Check out the handicapper leaderboards. I'm on the Dodgers, you guys. Come on. I've been on the Dodgers like for 3 months. All right. I want to get 15 minutes to tennis. We got to get out of here, you guys. Thank you, everybody. We're going to get to the WNBA game. Brandon the Great says anything live in soccer. Oh, man, you're putting me to the test here. I'm going to try to come up with a soccer package today with 2 games in Italy and 2 in Spain. I think I can come up with a play at least there. I don't know about a lot. Only thing going on right now looks like is England. What is that, third tier going on? So nothing's really happening on the big board right now in soccer. Let me get over that WNBA and get you out of here. I got to get to my tennis plays. I'm all handicapped up and ready to go. And the action is going to start in 15 minutes in Flushing, New York. I'm going to have 5 games on the screens, 5 matches right here. Here we go. I'll probably have more. Okay. Oh, what did Thomas say? Are they giving Thomas a hard time? I think Thomas can handle it. All right. Oh, if he's on the over. It looks like Arizona and over for Tom, if I got that right. So no problem. Look, Diamondbacks are hot, man. I mean, maybe this is the one. All right, let me get you to the WNBA. We got 1 game. Thank you so much, everybody, for being patient with me. 100 of you hung out with me the whole time. And Mindy, love you. Feel better. Look, we got to have a big football season. And we're going to start previewing these games. We're going to have premium picks on these games. Okay, just taking a look here. I'll make sure I'm ready to go on the market here with this one. Liberty. Just when I was about to come on the air, the steam came in on the Liberty. And I don't know if it's still a pick. Let me check the market. Let me check a live book here as well. But I'm sure it's going to be close to a pick. This is the game of the year, right? Or the rematch, I guess, if you will, with the Aces and the Liberty. I'm showing it a couple spots. Oh, I'm showing that Liberty is actually a favorite now, pretty much everywhere except one square book offshore still hanging the Aces 1, but everywhere else it's 1, maybe even 1.5. I'm showing now 1.5 for the Liberty. Has it been that dramatic of a drop off here for the Aces, or is it just the Liberty as the one team that can kind of hang with the Aces a little bit? Pop it up there back on screen. We'll get your comments. This is the big game of the night. The only game in the WNBA tonight. It's our final game of my solo show. So get your picks in there. So let me call up my game notes and I'll do my preview. First, we'll get your picks on this one. Nobody cares. Okay, no, Brent. Liberty, Liberty, Liberty. Butterscotch says Liberty hot. Liberty hot. Look, the Sharps are going to be all over. I'm sure the Sharps are going to be all over the Liberty in this one. And I don't hate it. I would like to have 2 points. And let's see here. Now okay, we've got Jamal on the under in this one. So I'm trying to see Daryl's Liberty roll because Candace Parker news. Let's see. Let me check some. I mean, is there something I don't know here in this game about Candace's injury? No, I mean she's still out indefinitely. I'm not sure I expect her back. So, not sure what Daryl. And other than the fact that maybe, well, I continue to say maybe this is what Daryl is saying there, but I thought that when the Candace Parker injury came about, they kind of didn't mask it. I mean, they were just crushing every team, and it didn't matter. She was a huge addition. I mean, she wasn't on the team last year; they still won the title. But the fact that she has been out now for quite a while, but they've still been beating teams, right? So, all right, here's Butterscotch. I'm on the Liberty tonight. I think at home, this would be a good spot for them to get it done. I'll take the Liberty here in this one tonight. I think it'll be a big game for Breanna Stewart. Certainly. Look, Wilson's great. I think Stewart, when they're matched up, I think Stewart can get the better. Wilson's great, but her defense is okay. She seems like she could give me a little more effort. Maybe she doesn't have to. This team's been crushing it. Maybe I watch it too closely. Really like women's basketball. Going back, I've watched a lot of high school girls basketball. I love basketball. Sometimes I like the way the women's game is played a little bit below the rim, if you will. So, all right. The Aces old, Thomas, right? And Liberty. Well, they've got some veterans too, but they've got some young guys. Also, I think Courtney Vandersloot here, probably a big game tonight. I think Jackie Young has a big game tonight. Throwing these out there as kind of props. I'm not going to tout any props necessarily, but I'd say give me the over on these players tonight. I think one situation that is going to favor drastically, obviously, is Jonquel Jones' matchup in the middle. She may be the one that just decides it all. So, Thomas, women in sports. Yep, I love women's sports, no doubt about it. Big proponent. Okay, thanks everybody. You're welcome to leave. I'm going to sign off, but just want to go back over to Tony's picks and share our premium pick information for today. Hopefully you guys got all your plays in. Maybe I'll have a premium on the total in that WNBA. Maybe I'll wait to see if I hear from Mindy. I have a feeling she probably did not. I think she'll go back and see this show. So thank you to everybody who did chime in. If you didn't, this would be a good chance too. She might not see all the comments that were mixed in there. So maybe if anybody wants to type it in right now at the end of the show, Mindy, we want her back for Wednesday. And I would say right now, I'm going to say Mindy is questionable. I'm going to say at this point. So hopefully an extra day. We won't be here tomorrow. We're going to try to get, I think we might be able to get some picks together for today and also tomorrow for our premium picks on the site as well. Maybe we'll try to give those out in the Discord if there's time to get those in to see what she was on, right? Because there's no doubt. Let's go over the website. You guys know this is the real deal. Mindy's the real deal. We know there are a lot of talking heads out there. Hey, I love everybody in this space that's doing this type of stuff. I realize how difficult it is, especially sitting here for 2 hours talking to myself and you guys in the chat, but you know what I mean. So the females in this space, they're great too. But, who really is doing it kind of like Mindy? There are not that many, female cappers really doling out hardcore sports betting information. A lot of them are good with their picks, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're coming out and having, giving their information, their stats, their computer readouts and all that. And hey, Mindy's on here on Tony's Picks channel. She's got her own channel as well that she has more shows on. If you guys see, I'm not going to plug them too much. We're on Tony's channel, but she's incredible and appreciate her contributions very, very much. And I know that if it wasn't for you guys, we probably wouldn't be still doing this show if nobody showed up. So thank you so much for all your support. It really is what is keeping us going. All right, over at Tony'sPicks.com, our premium picks for today. We see the handicappers. We've got them kind of loaded up for today. If I do hear from Mindy, we'll get those morning steam plays. Look, we're up 10 dimes over the last 7 days with our morning steam picks. We're up almost 30 dimes. These are documented $100 plays. We enter them into a system. Tony and the GM, they kind of own and manage Tony'sPicks.com. We are just, brought in to make picks. They said, hey, do a show, put the morning steam picks in on the system as your picks. Well, Mindy and I are absolutely destroying. I don't know how else to put it. Doing very, very well. Let's not really oversell it, but I'm just very thankful because for whatever reason, there's been a great betting partnership with Mindy. Makes us selective, pins us down on those plays, and we get them out to you. Thanks, everybody, if you're leaving. Appreciate it. Ben Ruhala, 3-pack today. Nick Lagarettos, a 3-pack as well. Don't forget our best bets from today, Tony and Ben. Right. Thanks, everybody. I'll leave it at that. We'll catch you on Wednesday. The Discord's in there. We'll try to do something for tomorrow as well. Tony, I'm just going with the Liberty right now. I might be saving the total for a premium. We'll just see. I mean, with only one other game really available today, they don't have tennis in the system right now. We're working on that, but I'm going to have some tennis. I'm going to probably deal some tennis in the Discord today. If you guys want to check it out over at Tony'sPicks.com, I'll put some of my plays in there. Bet everything, but the ones that are not outrageous. And all right, thanks everybody. Great job, great show. You guys, for helping me out. I'll be back on Wednesday. Just doing this show makes me think we won't get a solo show ever on Tuesdays. This is hard, you guys. So appreciate Mindy very much. For Mindy Hahn, and for you guys, I'm Ramon Scott. Thanks for joining me.